Hey, what's up? This is Benji Bruce here with Speaking Lifestyle, and we're going to talk about 10 reasons why speakers give up in their speaking business. And the worst kind of give up in a speaking business, or just any business really, is essentially when someone gives up mentally but not physically. So they kind of say like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep doing it. So in their mind, mentally, they've given up, but physically, they still keep doing little things, little by little. And that kind of give up is the worst kind possible. If you're gonna give up, then just stop doing it altogether, because you're essentially just wasting time. But here's the 10 reasons why speakers actually give up when they're building their speaking business. Number one is they expect fast results, and they just expect things to happen fast. So maybe they're just starting and they're like, oh, I want to build a Tony Robbins kind of business. Or they see another speaker, not necessarily Tony Robbins, but they see a speaker with 100, 200 people in a room with their seminar, and they're selling stuff, and they're like, man, and they're trying to do this, but it's not working. Or they want to get to $10,000, $15,000 speaking fee, and they've been doing it for 4 months and it's not working. They expect fast results. And this is just common in general, because all the stuff you see out there, it's like, here's the 3 easy steps to being a millionaire, and to being a billionaire. And all you gotta do is these things for 90 days and bam, you're gonna build it. So the worst is to expect fast results. Listen, if you're going to build a speaking business, or any business in general, don't expect it to happen fast. You're going to be doing this for the rest of your life. So if you quit after 30 days, after 90 days, after 4 months, whenever, if you quit, you deserve not to be in the speaking industry. So don't expect fast results. The second way is to basically market the old way. So a lot of speakers, they've been marketing themselves the way they used to back in the 50s and that sort of stuff. So it's kind of like why I tell speakers not to have one sheets. You don't need a speaker one sheet. Stop making your one sheet. If you're making it right now, if you're in the middle of making it, stop doing it. That's the old way of doing it. Please, please, please stop doing it. People do not care about one sheets. They want video footage. They would much rather see you in action on a video instead of a piece of paper that says, oh, I'm a good speaker. Don't market the old way. Start marketing the new way. Start marketing in this year, whatever year we're in. Start marketing this year. Start building yourself, building your business in the newer ways, in the ways that are currently working, not what used to work. The third reason is essentially you get caught up in your mistakes. So something didn't work, and you tried to sell a product, you tried to get on stage somehow, and then you say like, oh man, it's not working. And you tried it a couple times, so you kind of reflect on what isn't working instead of what is. So don't get caught up in your mistakes. It's always like go, 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 just move type thing. So something doesn't work, you try something, bam, just keep going, do the next thing. Fourth reason is because speakers resist change, and a lot of people resist change. They're not willing to invest in new technology. They're not willing to do the new thing that's constantly changing in the business, in the industry. So you can't resist change. Change is always going to happen. You have to be the guy, you have to be the speaker who always stays ahead of the time. And the sixth reason is the fear of failure. We all know this. We all know this fear of failure. And what's really bad is when you know the fear of failure, but you still can't help it. It's kind of like where if you have a family and you think like, well, I can't spend a lot of my money on marketing and in the business because I've got a family to feed. That fear of you losing all your money is what's stopping you. And we know this. We're like, oh, I know, I just can't spend it. So it's kind of like you have to overcome that in order to get to the next level. The seventh reason is basically this entitlement feeling. A lot of speakers, they just feel entitled in general, to where they think, oh, I have this great presentation, that means that I should be getting all these gigs. That's not how it works out. Just because you can be the greatest speaker in the world, but that doesn't mean you're entitled to booking gigs and to building your speaking business. So get rid of this entitlement feeling. You have to really build a business if you want to get on stages. And then the eighth reason why speakers give up is because of positive thinking. And what positive thinking? Yeah, positive thinking. Because of positive thinking, think of it like this. Imagine you want to play chess, or imagine you're gonna play chess against a chess grandmaster. This guy's been doing it for years. He's a freaking master, Bobby Fischer status. So he's a grandmaster. You're like, okay, positive thinking. I'm gonna truly think. I'm gonna beat this grandmaster. I'm gonna whoop his. So no matter how positive you are, positive or negative, it doesn't matter. You're going to lose because you don't have the skills to beat this chess grandmaster. The same with your speaking business. It doesn't matter how positive you are or how negative you are. You have to have the skills that are going to build your business. So positive thinking, it kind of creates this just like a delusion in a way, to where we assume that just because we think positive, it's going to happen. That's not how it works. Once again, with the chess grandmaster, you can think positive all you want, but you're not going to win against a chess grandmaster because he built the skills. If you want to build your business, don't think about positive thinking, just think about building the skills, doing the right things that are going to get you there. And the ninth reason is essentially having one foot in, one foot out. And I think this is one of the biggest reasons, is because speakers don't go all in. They're like, oh, well, yeah, I'm gonna check this out, see if it works, and if it does, cool. So it's like they don't go all in. It's one foot in, one foot out. If you want to build a speaking business, go all in. Stop BSing, stop messing around, go all in. The 10th reason is simply because speakers want someone else to book gigs for them. And when no one does, they're like, oh, dang it, it's not working. I'm gonna give up. So you can't be the speaker who expects other people to be more invested in your business than you. If you're the kind of speaker who's like, oh, I'm just gonna expect someone else to book gigs for me, and oh, everything's gonna be great. When they realize that doesn't happen, and it never does, when they realize it doesn't happen, they're like, oh, forget this. So you can't be that speaker. You can't have anyone who's more invested in your business and your life than you are. So don't expect other people to book gigs for you, no matter what percentage you give them. If you're going to build a business, build a business. Be more invested in the business than anyone you know. Those are the reasons why people just give up in their speaking business, is just give up in general. Whatever you do, don't be that person who, like I said earlier, gives up mentally, but not physically. If in your mind, if you're not all in, you have given up mentally. If you're not like full force, just going full force, you have given up mentally. And this is the hardest part because nobody wants to admit it. They want to say, oh yeah, I'd contact 10 people every week. That's where you have given up mentally. You can't be at that level either. I mean, just admit it. Just say, okay, I'm not going to do this, or actually do it. Go full force with it. That's how you build your speaking business. You can't be the type of speaker who just gives up mentally and not physically. Either you go all in or you just get out. It's Yoda's words, do or do not. There is no try.